Kamusta? Wonderful Bookworms all over YouTube. My name is Gerald. Welcome to another video. Opo, hello. Kung natatandaan nyo nga po, kung follow nyo ako sa Twitter, nag-tweet ako na sabi ko, ang dami kong reading vlog na ginagawa, so, ibig sabihin, wala akong wrap-up. But, as you can see, we have a wrap-up in here. So, ibig sabihin, kinancel ko po ang mga reading vlog. Kinancel ko yung mga reading vlogs ko kasi I feel like hindi ako nakakakuha ng enough clips para maging isa siyang buong reading vlog. You know what I mean? Kasi kapag sinabi natin reading vlog, I don't want to just film myself reading and then updating you tungkol sa mga binabasa ko. I want to have something extra clips that also shows my everyday living, ganyan. Everyday living. Sobrang limitado ng mga clips na nakukuha ko. So I decided, yung mga libro doon sa reading vlogs na yon ay yun ang i-discuss natin sa wrap-up na ito. Opo. Pero meron ako isang tinirang reading vlog kasi yun lang yung reading vlog na merong sense o yung merong concept na solid. Hindi natin alam kung kailan siya ma-upload. But anyways, we are now going to talk about all of the books that I have read for a cancelled reading vlog. Let's do this! So, let's start first with the reading vlog wherein pinlano ko na basahin yung mga recent 5 stars na mga favorite kong booktubers. 5 yung booktuber na na-feature ko dito sa reading vlog na ito. We are going to discuss the 4 books that I have read for that reading vlog. First book that I have read is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. So, this is the recent 5-star reads by Paperback Dreams noong ginawa ko tong video na to. In this story, we're going to follow this main character wherein kailangan niyang bumalik doon sa place kung saan siya lumaki in order to cover this murder na nangyayari doon sa lugar na yon, o sa lugar nila. Pero after nung pagbalik niya sa lugar na yon, unti-unti ring ma-uncover yung mga nakaraan, yung mga bagay na iniiwasan niya doon sa lugar na yon, sa pamilya niya, something like that. So this is a horror psychological thriller. Yung thoughts ko doon ay naitabi ko pa from this reading vlog. So let's hear it from the past. Gerald Gruezo, let's go! Hello! Welcome to our final thoughts para sa Sharp Objects si Gillian Flynn. Gillian ba o Gillian? Okay, so katatapos ko lang siyang basahin and right off the bat, gusto kong sabihin sa inyo na hindi ko siya nagustuhan or para sa akin, isa siyang matabang na thriller horror story. Pero bago tayo magpunta sa mga bagay na hindi ko nagustuhan dito sa story na to, let's just go ahead and start first with the pros o yung mga bagay na medyo nagustuhan ko rin naman. First of all is gusto ko yung simplistic writing style ni Gillian Flynn, making the story more easier for me to read. Next, since this is a mystery thriller kind of story, nagustuhan ko rin kung gaano ka-dark yung mga character dito sa story na to. As in, super dark. Gusto ko rin yung ambience na binibigay ng story na to kapag nasa bahay niya si Camille. There is something creepy doon sa bahay nila and I love that. And the last thing na nagustuhan ko sa librong to is natuwa ako kung sino yung talagang kriminal o yung suspect dito sa storyang ito. Napunta naman tayo sa mga bagay na hindi ko nagustuhan dito sa story na to. Oo. First of all, para sa akin talaga, it's boring. Ang tabang, para siyang pansit canton, extra hot chili, na kulang sa anghang. Ganon. Oo. Nakulangan ako sa takot, nakulangan ako sa thrill, nakulangan ako sa shock factor nitong libro na to, mga kababayan. Wala man lang pagkakataon dito sa story na to na napatakip ako sa bibig ko dahil na-shock ako sa binabasa ko. Ganon. Walang ganon. Shock factor, we don't know her. Oo, sabi. Hindi ako engrossed. Walang choke me daddy emotion. Alam mo yun, 50% in the book, ini-expect ko na darating yung choke me daddy kind of part dito sa librong to, pero wala. Naghintay akong ma-choke. But I was disappointed. Hindi siya masyadong nagfo-focus doon sa crime na meron doon sa lugar nila. Instead, nagfo-focus to sa character development at sa backstory ng ating main character na si Camille, the mother niya, and si Ama. Alam mo yun, parang sobrang daming part dito sa libro na to na pwedeng maglagay yung writer ng mga eksena na mangsashock sa mga tao, pero walang ganon. Naging madamot si Gillian. Gillian, ugali mo talaga yan. Bata pa lang tayo. Char. And yung reveal, mga kababayan, is very anticlimactic and the ending feels a little bit rushed. Alam mo yung parang mas natuwa pa ako o mas na-engrossed pa ako sa Truly Devious kumpara dito sa Sharp Objects, which is an adult mystery thriller. I gave this book 2 stars sa Goodreads. So, ayun na nga po ang aking thoughts dito sa Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. Next book na binasa ko dito from Kayla, which is yung The Empress of Salt and Fortune by Niyo. This one is just a short story. Nung binasa ko to, I am really confused because this is a fantasy. Medyo nakukuha-kuha ko yung gist of what the story was all about, but I am not that attached. I'm disconnected with the book. Anyways, itong libro na to ay a fantasy, historical, nare-recount lang yung buhay na nangyari with with the Empress together with the servant na nagkukwento dito sa story na ito. Ang vibe niya is yung mga dynasty sa mga Korean, Joseon era, yung mga ganon. Hindi ko na siya masyado matandaan because I filmed this early 2020. If you love fantasy books na nangyari sa past, may pagka-dynasty Joseon era kind of vibe, read this book. 3 stars. Next book naman na binasa ko ay ang recent 5-star reads ni Poland Banana's book on yung Christine Rachel. Nung naging author si Christine, medyo hindi na siya masyado nag-update ng Goodreads niya, kaya kinuha ko na lang is yung pinaka-recent talaga, yung huli niyang binigyan ng 5-star, and that is Water Runs Red by Jenna Claire. Okay, nalaman ko na si Jenna Claire pala is also a YouTuber, booktuber. This is a poetry book that discusses a lot of things like politics, friendship, broken friendship, being asexual. I've tried reading poetries before and they are not that attached to me, ganon. But Water Runs Red, the usage of words, very whimsical. For me it's easy to understand and it's easy for me to relate to it. Like, I love how the poems are constructed. Basta I love the metaphors na ginamit dito. And also, the typography and yung mga illustrations dito sa libro na to, I love it. Opo, at si Jenna Claire lang po talaga daw ang naggumawa ng mga poetry pages na ito. I love it! If it's your first time and you want to try to read a poetry book, I suggest Water Runs Red by Jenna Claire. I gave this book 5 stars. And the last book na binasa ko doon sa reading vlog na yon is Looking for Alaska by John Green. This is the recent 5-star reads, or the last 5-star rating of Jessie the Reader. Kasi napapansin ko nung ginawa ko yung video, hindi na nagbibigay ng star rating si Jessie. Hinanap ko lang yung pinakahuling libro na binigyan niya ng 5-star before siya mag-stop magbigay ng mga ratings. At ito yung Looking for Alaska by John Green. I am so excited diving into this book because this is my first ever John Green book. Alam naman natin na John Green is very famous. Dami kong kakilala na nagbabasa ng mga libro ni John Green at lagi ko rin nakikita yung libro niya sa National Bookstore, something like that. But when I've read Looking for Alaska, ito pala ang kanyang debut novel, I don't like it. I'm not attached with the characters. Nung nangyari yung turning point dito sa libro na to, on the 50% of the book, I don't even care. Like, I don't care. Maybe because Alaska for me is your typical girl in YA. Not like the other girls, flirty at times, but very beautiful. And I'm just so tired of those characters. Gamit na gamit na po sa YA. And also, napakarami pong eksena dito na nagsisigarilyo ang mga main characters kahit na sila ay minor de edad pa lamang po. It seems like this book is promoting smoking. Opo, at makikita naman po natin sa kanyang cover na siya po ay smoke talaga. So, are you promoting smoking? John Green? Opo, hindi ko rin talaga alam. Na-enjoy ko naman yung mga prank na ginagawa ng mga characters. Opo, nawindang ako dun sa unang prank kasi yung unang prank na na-experience yung ating main character, that is not prank anymore. That's frustrated murder, everyone. Opo, nakakaloka. Ang natatandaan ko na na-enjoy ko sa librong to is how John Green described the feeling of grief, feeling of mawalan ng tao na minamahal mo. The way John Green described that feeling, it is just so on point for me because that is how I felt like I will feel if may nawalang someone na mahalaga sa buhay ko. That's the one and only thing that I adore in this book. The rest is a no for me. 2 stars. Since sobrang gusto ko yung concept na naisip ko na recent 5-star reads of the booktubers that I loved and that I am watching. Sinubukan ko po siyang gawin ulit. For the second time. This time sabi ko 5 booktubers, mahirap. Gawin natin 3 booktubers. Pero, spoiler alert! Hindi ko na naman po natapos ang isang libro. Love that for me. Love that. Ito ay recent ko lang ginawa. Siguro mga August or September. Pero hindi na naman po natapos. Let's start with Kat from her bookish side. Ang recent 5-star reads niya nung panahon na to ay The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. And here's my thought about The Good Daughter. Let's go, bitch! Alright. Nung tinanong ko to sa Goodreads, nakita ko na this is 640 plus pages. And sabi ko, oh my god, ang haba niya. Hindi ko alam kung matatapos ko ba to agad-agad. At kung may will ba ako matapos itong libro na to kasi nga ang haba. But natapos ko siya in the span of maybe 2 days. Ganyan. What I can say is that first 50% of the book is really gripping for me. And it's really thrilling. It's really intense. Na talagang sabi ko, oh, this is going to be a good thriller for me. Kasi it's very detailed. Like the violence and yung nangyari dun sa magkapatid is very detailed and I love that kind of mystery thriller. Mas madugo, mas mabuto, mas mautak-utak na lumalabas-labas sa akin, mas better pagdating ko sa thriller. But then, once we are past that first part of the book, everything just became so dragging for me. The last part, dun sa revelation part of the book, I enjoyed it, but it's not as good as the first part. Yung revelation is medyo mabilis and it just happens in a snap. Lahat ng mga impormasyon na nagtatackle doon sa dalawang mystery o doon sa dalawang crime na nandito sa libro na to ay na-wrap up easily on the last part. I kinda enjoyed that, but I was not mind blown. I'm not mind blown. First part, amazing. The last part, good. Now we have the chunk in the middle. The middle part of the story for me is kinda draggy, super slow, very centered sa characterization, and it's very character-driven kind of story. But I cannot find myself being attached to the characters. I cannot visualize them as well, to the point na napunta pa ako ng Google para maghanap ng 44-year-old women para mas visualize ko siya ng maayos. There are a lot of parts or a lot of scenes na masyadong mahaba. Alam mo yun, like yung conversation can last up to how many pages? The heightened emotion na naranasan ko doon sa unang part, sobrang na-lessen because of how draggy the middle part of the book is. The enjoyment is there, but the intrigue is not present anymore, to the point that I just want to finish reading the book in order for me to wrap up my thoughts about the story. Okay, so some trigger warnings kung gusto nyo basahin itong libro na to. We have graphic depictions of rape, violence, murder, miscarriages, loss of a loved one from cancer, and gun violence, specifically school shootings. So, to wrap this all up, I enjoyed it but I was disappointed. I gave this book 2.5 stars. Next book na binasa ko is One to Watch by Kate Stayman London. This is the recent 5-star reads of Read with Cindy, and this is a romantic comedy wherein we're going to follow our main character, Bea, who is a plus-size fashion blogger na si Kat. She loves watching this TV show na parang Bachelor yung tema, ganyan. But then something happened, or Bea tweeted something that causes this show to face some backlash from netizens, and also that will bring Bea to be the main squeeze, or yung pipili kung sino ang kanyang makakadito magiging karelasyon. Siya yung magiging bida doon sa TV show na yon. Let's go! Hello naman po sa inyo mga kababayan. Unang first 2 chapters pa lang, I am really enjoying it so much. Sobrang interesting din itong ating main character, Bea. I am relating kung ano yung pinagdadaanan niya when it comes to love and insecurities. Bea is just so close to my heart. Kung ano yung mga pinagdadaanan niya, kung ano yung mga struggles niya. At some point of my life, napagdaanan ko na rin at na-feel ko na rin. Kaya I feel so much for her. This has a lot of drama and I am enjoying every bits of it. Po, grabe po. Exactly, I am on 60% of the book. I am excited to know kung paano siya matatapos because I am so hooked. The last chapter na binasa ko, pasabog, it's heart-wrenching, and hindi ko alam kung paano babangon si Bea doon sa eksenang yon, but I am excited to know how everything will end up po. Maybe it's too early for me to say this, but I feel like I am reading my favorite rom-com of 2020. There is this big chance that this book will become my favorite rom-com of 2020. I am invested. Ang dadagdag ko lang is I enjoyed the decision na ginawa ni Bea sa dulo because I believe that is also the right decision. I just love happy ending. I just love endings wherein everything went well to the characters that I followed or that I admire following while reading a book. Kinabasa ko pa lang siya, hindi ko siya tapos basahin. Lagi ko na siyang nire-recommend sa mga taong naghihingi sa kanang recommendation because it's just so enjoyable at talaga namang hindi mo mapipigilan na mag-root sa mga lalaki na nagko-compete para sa puso ni Bea. Now we are down to our last 2 books na nabasa ko for this, and they are the physical copy. If We Were Villain by ML Rio. I have a discussion for this na para rin sana sa isang aking reading vlog. Spontaneous reading vlog, something like that. Pero walang nangyayari sa buhay ko kaya kinancel ko at ngayon dito ang thoughts ko sa If We Were Villain. Let's go! Ayun na nga, umuulan ngayon, ano ho. I'm going to review If We Were Villains by ML Rio. Finally, I am done reading this book. Nabawasan ko rin yung mga libro na binili ko noon sa BBW. Okay, so tungkol saan ba itong libro to? So in this story, we're going to follow Oliver, which is the main character in this book. Kalalaya lang niya mula sa kulungan because of this certain crime na nangyari sa Delacour na nag-aaral pa lang sila. A certain crime na hindi natin alam kung ginawa nga ba ni Oliver or not. I dive into this book not knowing anything. Hindi ko talaga binasa yung synopsis because I just want to read books and be surprised. Alam mo yun? Sobrang gripping nitong libro na to to the point na iniisip ko siya after ko siyang bitawan, and also kapag binabasa ko na siya, I don't want to end reading kasi it's really gripping and I want to know what will happen next. One of the cherry on top dito sa libro na to is yung characters because the characters in this book are so fleshed out. They are very real and I just love the characterization. Each characters, itong 7 characters ito, ay very their own person. Hindi sila naghahalo-halo. They are very different from each other. They are very distinct. In my mind, I can visualize these 7 friends studying and interacting with each other dito sa o dito sa libro na to. This is a thriller, yes, but it is not the kind of thriller wherein you will be very at the edge of your seat, something like that. It's all about you sticking up with these characters on how they will navigate through these challenges or through this death na nangyari doon sa kanilang paaralan and also on one of their friends. And what I enjoy the most in here as well is the gay yearning in this book because I love the gay shit in this book. As you can see, meron dito mga tabs na orange and those tabs are those moments kung saan itong dalawang character na to ay talaga naman po nag-uumapaw ang kanilang yearning, ang kanilang gay yearning, and I am here for that energy because bitch, I need that yearning, I need that gay yearning, I miss that, charot. But anyways, one thing siguro na hindi ko dito masyadong na-enjoy or na-appreciate is the Shakespeare part of the book because this book has a lot of Shakespeare lines because of course, one of the main factor of this book is this Shakespeare theater art. Alam nyo naman, ang mga salita dito ng mga Shakespeare, ano po, sobrang naman po talagang malalalim na English na hindi po inaabot ng utak ko. But anyways, I believe that if you love theater, if you love Shakespeare, you will really appreciate that element dito sa libro na to. I give this book 4 stars. And also, I have read 3 Bizzarro books for a reading vlog na ililink ko na lang dito. Ayan, makikita nyo siya dyan. The first book that I have read for that is Ape Shit, which is I rated 1 star because it's too much for me. Na-stress po talaga ako ng bongga doon sa libro na yun. Second book is Every Time We Meet at the Dairy Queen, Your Whole Fucking Face Explodes, which I gave 5 stars because I really enjoyed the romance in the book and also how weird the book is and how it wrapped up. I enjoy that. The third book that I have read is called The Holocaust. I gave that book 5 stars as well because I just enjoy how it seems like Black Mirror-ish sa dulo and also it's very action-packed. I really enjoy it. I'm hooked. And yes, now let's go to the next book. Last book na binasa ko, 30 Days with Paulo by Gerald Gruezo. This was sent to me by the author. This is a very short story. Ayan, sobrang nipis lang po niya. We're going to follow these 2 characters, Bea, who is a frustrated writer, and Paulo, who is a celebrity. Then magtatagpo ang kanilang landas, and we're going to follow how they will handle their relationship or how will they take the leap to have this relationship in 30 days. Kaya 30 Days with Paulo. Opo. This book is very short. Ang bilis ng mga pangyayari because it's just short. I want it longer kasi I feel like the emotions and the scenes ay hindi bigyan masyado ng emphasis because of how short they are. I'm also wanting or searching for depth when it comes to the conflict na nangyari sa librong ito. It is just an easy read if you want a feel-good short story. What I enjoyed are the extra materials together with this book. This book has a Spotify playlist and also meron siyang original song which is Hey Bea ang title. I enjoyed how Hey Bea was integrated in this story and how these 2 characters come up with this original song. Looking forward for Miss Gel's future work. For this one, I give this book 3 stars. So low-bot na yung camera at piling ko mamamatay na siya at any moment. But those are the books that I have read recently. Thank you so much for watching. Kung nag-enjoy ka, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more bookish content like this. Follow me on my social media, Twitter, Gerald the Bookworm, Instagram, Gerald the Bookworm. All of the links are down below para makasali kayo sa mga pakulok sa video so para makita nyo yung pagkakalat ko sa internet. Ganyan ako. Always remember to open that book and discover what magic is. Be safe, be kind, be vigilant. Register to comment, vote on 2022, and let us survive this pandemic. See you again next time. Bye!